everyone. Today our topic of discussion is transformation of sentence. This is another very important topic of your grammar syllabus. First, let's discuss about what do we understand from the word transformation. Transform means to change. This is the normal meaning of this word transform. Now, when we are going to solve the exercise of this chapter, transformation of sentence, what should we do? We have to transform the sentences, the grammatical structure of the sentences without changing its meaning. We have to change the structure without changing its meaning. Please keep in mind, this is a very important point to be noted. You don't have to change the meaning, otherwise your answer will be wrong. So transformation of sentence means to change the grammatical structure of sentence without changing its meaning. Now in your chapter you have to do these things. You have to all of you know that there are three kinds of sentences according to grammatical structure, that are simple sentence, complex sentence and compound sentence. Now I am discussing about the grammatical structure of these three sentences in brief. Hope all of you know about clause, about principal clause and subordinate clause. Now, keeping in mind that you know about clause, we are discussing about the grammatical structure of these three kind of sentences. In a simple sentence, there is one finite verb, means there is only one clause. This is the structure of a simple sentence, not more than one clause. In a complex sentence, there is more than one finite verb, and in compound sentence also there is more than one finite verb. So in both the cases of complex and compound sentence, we have more than one finite verb. So there are more than one clauses. Now what is the difference? The difference is, in complex sentence there is only one principal clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. In complex sentence, there is only one principal clause, one or more than one subordinate clause. In compound sentence, there is more than one principal clause, and they are joined using coordinating conjunction. You know about coordinate clause also. What is coordinate clause? When we get more than one principal clauses and they are joined using a coordinating conjunction. So in case of compound sentence, we are getting the same structure. There are more than one principal clause and they are joined using coordinating conjunction. Clear that by this time all of you know the grammatical structures of these three kind of sentences. Now we may say that, as I am saying, that to transform a sentence is to change its grammatical structure, not to change its meaning. So we can say that voice change, narration change, all of these things are also transformation of sentence in some sense. But in this chapter you have to do these things I am writing here. You have to change simple sentence to complex sentence. Both the interchange we have to do here. Simple to complex, complex to simple. I am writing like this. Simple to complex, complex to simple. Now, simple to compound and also compound to simple. Now another thing is complex to compound. We have to do all these interchanges. Complex to compound and compound to complex. See, these things we have to do in this chapter. Now, to do these transformations, the first thing you have to keep in mind, you have to understand very clearly, is the structures of these three kind of sentences. You will go through the your grammar book and do have a very clear concept about this. I am saying very briefly, I have said you very briefly about the grammatical structure. Now I am explaining one by one by giving you some examples. You have understood these things, that this chapter's name is transformation of sentence, and to transform means to change. Here we have to change the grammatical structure without changing the meaning of the sentence. And these three interchanges, actually it will become 6 changes. We have to practice here. Now I am going to rub it and giving you some examples individually, so that it will be more easier for you to understand these changes. At first, we are doing simple to complex. Okay? Now, suppose I am writing here, tell me your address. This is a simple sentence. How would we know that this is a simple sentence? Because there is only one finite form and only one clause. There is not more than one clause. We are not getting any subordinate clause here. So, I have to change this simple sentence into a complex sentence. What have we learned? That in complex sentence, we will get one principal clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. So, I have to explain this place, this phrase. We have to explain the words and phrases of simple sentence, and we have to make it subordinate clause. See, the answer will be, tell me where do you live. This will be the complex form. Where do you live means your address. So, we are not changing the meaning, we are just changing the grammatical structure. Clear? I am just rapidly giving some examples. You will get a lot of examples in your book, and please practice those. Otherwise, it will not be very much easy for you to solve all the grammatical exercises giving in your grammar book. So, this is the transformation from simple to complex. Tell me your address, and I am writing here, tell me where do you live. Now, we are just coming to the next part, that is the opposite thing, complex to simple. Okay, suppose he was angry when he saw the puppy wounded. This is a complex form. He was angry when he saw the puppy wounded. Clear? This is a complex form, this is principal clause, and the rest portion is subordinate clause. Now, if we want to change this to simple form, what would we have to do? He was angry to see the puppy wounded. This is the simple form. What are we doing here? We are just changing this subordinate clause into a phrase. We are just participle here, and we all know that after to there always we have to write the present tense of the verb. So he was angry when he saw the puppy wounded. He was angry to see the puppy wounded. The meaning is remaining the same. We are only changing the structure. I am rubbing it. I have to say you people this very rapidly, but I hope all of you are getting more or less idea about this chapter, and it is very important for you also. Now I am doing the next thing, that is simple to compound. Let's have example, simple to compound. They were surprised to hear the news. Simple to compound. We are doing what? Simple to compound. They were surprised to hear the news. This is simple form. By this time all of you have get the idea that this is simple form. Now we are making it a compound sentence. They were surprised to hear the news. So they heard the news and they were surprised. Just have a look, what are we doing here? This is compound. Don't mistake it about, with complex sentence. This is compound sentence. This is the grammatical structure of simple sentence. All of us have learned about this, and they heard the news, they were surprised. Both of these are principal clauses and they are joined with a coordinating conjunction. So this is the structure of compound sentence. As I have told you previously that two principal clauses are joined using coordinating conjunction, then it is called a compound sentence. So this is the transformation of simple to compound sentence. Now I am doing the opposite thing, that is compound to simple sentence. Compound to simple sentence. If all of you know the structure very clearly, it will be very easy for you. See, now we are giving one example of compound sentence. Suppose I am writing that the girl was very happy. The girl was very happy and she screamed with joy. This is, both these two clauses are principal clauses and these are joined with a coordinating conjunction. So this is a compound sentence. When I am transforming it into a simple sentence, what I am going to write here? Being very happy, the girl, being very happy, the girl screamed with joy. See, being very happy. So, what we have to do? That we have to make one phrase or one word, we have to change this grammatical structure of two principal clauses and we have to transform it making one word or phrase. So the girl was very happy and she screamed with joy. As the girl was very happy, so being very happy, the girl screamed with joy. We have to make it within only one clause as we are doing it simple sentence. Okay. So this is the transformation from compound to this is simple. So we have already done 4 changes. Simple to complex, complex to simple, simple to compound, compound to simple. And now the next change is complex to compound. The another pair that is left. Now the next change is complex to compound. Let's have one example of complex sentence. All know that you will be successful. This is a complex sentence. And when we are writing it, when we are transforming it into a simple sentence, what we have to write? You will be successful and all know that, as we have to make 2 principal clauses. Clear? This is complex to compound. Hope all of you can see the board. This is complex to compound. Okay? Complex to compound. All know that you will be successful. This is the grammatical structure of a complex sentence. And we are transforming it into a compound sentence, writing you will be successful and all know that. Okay? Just one example is left, that is compound to complex. Again I am saying that I am just giving one examples of each transformation, but I am suggesting, requesting all of you to practice some more from your grammar book. Now we are doing what? We are doing compound to complex. Yes. Now just take one example of compound sentence. The boy is poor, but he is happy. This is compound sentence. Why? The boy is poor, he is happy. Both are principal clauses. The boy is poor, but he is happy. If this is compound, and the complex form will be though the boy is poor, he is happy. This will be the complex form. Okay. Here we are getting 2 principal clauses, and in this sentence we are getting 1 principal clause and 1 subordinate clause. Again, a very important, the very notable thing of this chapter is, please make clear, get a very clear idea about the grammatical structure of simple, complex and compound sentence. Otherwise, you will not be able to do these changes. Okay, now I have given one example from each transformations. Now let's have a look at the the exercise here is given in your grammar book. In page number 188, you have some sentences of which you have to transform. See, I am just solving one or two for you. I want to make you very clear about these changes. See, 188 page number. Suppose number one sentence, the boy saw a horse galloping wildly down the hill. So this is a simple sentence. How do we understand that this is a simple sentence? Here there is only one clause and no subordinate clause. The boy saw a horse galloping wildly down the hill. Now what you have to do? You have to make it a complex sentence. So I have to explain the words or phrases making it a subordinate clause. The boy saw a horse that was galloping wildly, or which was galloping wildly down the hill. It will be the answer. Okay. Now try to solve it yourself so that it will be more clear to you. If you face any problem in solving these exercises, please let me know about that. You will get the facility, and then I'll try to make it more clear for you. Now let's have some. Yes. Number 8. I have no horse that I can lend you. So this is a complex sentence and you have to change it into simple sentence. So that I can lend you, I have to do this subordinate clause. I have to transform this subordinate clause in one word or phrase. So what I have to write is, I have no horse to lend you. Okay. Now let's take number 3. A happy man is not always a rich man. A man who is happy is not always a rich man. When you yourself try to solve these exercises, it will be clear to you whether you are able to do it or not. If I solve you all the sentences, that will be not much more helpful for you pupil. So I am requesting all of you, please solve all these sentences, all these 17 sentences, as you are going to get questions from in your examination from here. And I hope all of you have got some idea about the structure, the grammatical structure of these 3 kind of sentences, and how you have to transform, you have to solve each transformation, each interchanging transformation. 6 kinds of transformation and 6 ways that we have to maintain to make these answers. Clear? Hope this lesson will be helpful for all of you. Thank you.